All right, hello and welcome everybody back to Charging Monstrosaur and some absolutely fantastic, hopefully fantastic plays. Last night we got a little bit caught out without the sweepers. We have some fantastic bodies, absolutely, but we saw multiple instances we wanted Storm's Wrath, take them out. Rakdos mid-range, certainly Storm's Wrath does the trick. I said I'd bring him in for tonight, at least Storm's Wrath, but I did bring in that and Anger of the Gods. So we're packing the heat tonight, that's for sure. Might leave him in. At least I could see myself leaving Storm's Wrath in, but I might free up some space, taking out Anger of the Gods. Overall though, game plan still the same. Got some fantastic creatures. Made some space for Regisaur Alpha and Shifting Ceratops. So we got a lot more bodies. Cutting Yadaro Wandering Monster is a little sad for sure. Is a fantastic dinosaur turtle. Trample, haste, an 8/8. What's not to love about that? But Regisaur Alpha just being something that doesn't cost as much, pretty much. And Shifting Ceratops, the fantastic potential. It's got trample there. Possibly haste if we really need to, but hopefully we have a Regisaur Alpha down. So basically it's just a lot of better, lower cost bodies. Going to be slamming them. It's going to be good. Still only at 20 lands. Might up that to 22. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be good though. I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are excited. Watching right now or later on. Actually, I should look at the store, some of those new items that they just released today. We'll maybe take a look at that maybe a little bit later on, after the first match or so. See how many of you join here. Excuse me. Ugh. We're just starting out, my goodness. Well, nah. If it was a commune and we had the forest, I think I definitely could risk that, but it's just too risky. Oh, much better, much better. I'll send the Carnage Tyrant to the bottom, just play it safe. Got a lot of good bodies, Topiary, Commune, potentially grabbing a Carnage Tyrant, but maybe a Regisaur Alpha, something like that. Oh, God, I was going to use Commune. That's all right. That's all right. Does he survive? It wouldn't be the worst thing if Huntmaster kicked the can, ate some removal. We still have Topiary Stomper. Oh, Boros. This could be problematic. Definitely. We'll go with Commune, see if that gets us... We'll see what it gets us, let's say. Another forest, Yeah, I like the Rootbound Crag instead. Continue with the Topiary Stomper. I feel they probably have removal. Just seeing what kind of deck it is. Pretty good chance that Marauding Raptor would, well, wouldn't live too long. Hopefully either drawing Shifting Ceratops, something like Regisaur Alpha next turn. I could see that happening. Oh, it's this deck. We faced this deck before, a Boros aggro, red and white. Just spam a bunch of cheap spells on creatures and it gets painful real quick. Some way to interact at instant speed definitely I think could be quite nice. But That might be it, unfortunately. This Eliminator Virtuoso, I think it was probably 2 nights ago. We had a absolutely tough, a rough match facing down that thing. My goodness. Scary, scary stuff. Double strike, anything with double strike is going to be tough. I mean, our own dinos sometimes do have double strike. Embercleave, of course. Not in the list tonight, but... Oof. Then the Dreadhorde casting another spell, making the Virtuoso just absolutely crazy big. Okay, Dreadhorde Arcanist, I get. Putting on a 1/1 counter on the Arcanist, so allowing them to cast stuff that's a little bit bigger from the graveyard. Dreadhorde Arcanist being 2 power, they could cast something up to 2 from the graveyard, but I think for the most part, the majority of their spells would be costing more. Get something big real quick. Kind of would like our own double strike. It's nice having the Carnage Tyrant, that's for sure. I'll hold it back just in case maybe I can block the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Hey, Heaven, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good time. Might not be so good, at least this game. At the very least, Carnage Tyrant, hexproof. They can't get rid of that. It's nice having that sticky threat. I was getting a little worried, but certainly I'm going to try and deal with the Arcanist. Version 2, yes, absolutely. Version 2 with the sweepers that you suggested, and so clearly we proved that sweepers of some kind, at least 4, but yeah, Storm's Wrath, 4 copies, Anger of the Gods, 3 copies for 7 total sweepers tonight. I think it could be good against this deck. Oh yes. I love sweepers. I usually regret the times when I don't bring them in, that's for sure. Alright, well, it is time to hopefully trade with the Illuminator. Hopefully. Probably not, though. They have something else that can increase it to 6 double strike, so it would kill Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. Ooh, yeah, that will do it. Well, there's certainly no way around that. Got too big. I assume they had something at instant speed, getting the Illuminator to at least 6. It would deal 6 damage to Carnage Tyrant and just bad things all around, unfortunately. I'll just bring in Storm's Wrath. Potentially, I could bring in Anger of the Gods as well, but we see how fast that stuff goes past 3. I think Storm's Wrath should do the trick. I don't want to get caught out with Anger of the Gods not being able to take out anything. Tamiyos, I could see possibly Tamiyos. They do have the Reckless Rage there that we're seeing. Maybe not, just because I think for the most part they have lots of stuff that just... they cast just to target their own creatures, not as much our creatures. We do have Blossoming Defense. Actually, yes. Now that I think about it, I'm going to switch Tamiyos with Blossoming Defense. But Tamiyos for the Indestructible, so we would be able to block and trade with something like the Illuminator Virtuoso here. It wouldn't kill Carnage Tyrant. If we gave it Indestructible, we would take it out, and that is something I absolutely want to take out. So yes, no, Tamiyos for the Indestructible versus Blossoming Defense. I like it. That's good. So switch the Shifting Ceratops with the Ripjaw just because, you know, we're bringing in a sweeper, of course. Yes, so Carnage Tyrant having hexproof. With hexproof, a player or permanent with hexproof can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. So, pretty fantastic. We can just target our own creatures with hexproof as normal. Now, the alternative of hexproof is Shroud, a complete downgrade. Creature with Shroud can't be targeted by anything from any player. For a long time, that's basically what it all was. But they, I'm not sure exactly when. It was somewhat recently, I believe. They introduced hexproof so that we could target our own creatures, but the opponent still couldn't. Ooh, I like the looks of that. I don't think I completed all that, so I didn't bring in the sweeper, unfortunately. I didn't lock in that change. So hopefully we can take them down without Storm's Wrath. Crossing the fingers. Marauding Raptor should survive. I don't think they have a whole lot of removal, at least until they have some creature on the battlefield. Maybe they can do something to Marauding, but I feel it was pretty safe to go with that. Okay, this is good. I really wish I had removal for it. I wouldn't want to be blocking the Virtuoso anyways with Marauding Raptor, so I might as well do the 2 damage. It's going to get big. It's going to be enough that it would be able to easily trade with Marauding. I think it's all but guaranteed. Hopefully no Reckless Rage to take out Marauding, but it's completely open, so... Oh, interesting. Oh, if we had a sweeper right about now. My. That's where it's at. Charging Monstrosaur, Regisaur Alpha. Let's go Regisaur. Lots of damage. I don't mind if either Dreadhorde or the Hoplite wanted to block the dinosaur token there. I'd be pretty happy to take out either one. They could unload next turn. Yes, I did bring in the Alpha. But it may just be it. Lights out this turn. We got 3 fantastic creatures that could potentially simply do us in. Next turn could be nice, but you can see at the moment some interaction. That's where it's at. Definitely what was missing last night. I don't think they would have lethal, but it could be raised. That's for sure. They could also have Reckless Rage as well to take out Regisaur Alpha, unfortunately. I'm going to take it. I don't think they have lethal. And they probably have some way to easily get rid of Regisaur Alpha. Either Reckless Rage or something. If we were going to block with Regisaur, they were probably going to do something with someone. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll just kill him. Bam. Phew, okay. We got lucky. I'm not going to forget to bring in the sweepers. And Ripjaw. And Tamiyos. I still like... Try, yeah. No. I'm going to cut Regisaur Alpha, actually. Yeah, I was wondering that. Interesting. They don't have an avatar. Huh. Haven't seen that very often. Alright, well, I think we're ready to go. Cutting Regisaur Alpha, basically because it is something that dies to Storm's Wrath. Yes, they're gone. Absolutely. But keeping Charging Monstrosaur at 5 toughness, Ripjaw Raptor at 5 toughness. Pretty much that. Alright. I'm going to be prioritizing that Storm's Wrath. I think that absolutely would devastate them, especially if they're tapped out. Set them back way too much. Ooh, oh, yep, 100%. That's a keeper. We got a source of green. We got at least 2 sources of red, 3 lands. All the goodies, basically. Oh, yes, okay. We got Storm's Wrath if we need it. Fantastic stuff. Oh boy. Here goes nothing. I'll play... Yeah, I didn't think they had something for 1 red that could take out Huntmaster. Reckless Rage. This Dreadhorde Arcanist is going to be big. Ouch. That is good. It's quite good. This could be problematic. You know what? I'm going to take that a little bit of damage. Pretty good though. Again, I wouldn't want to block with Marauding Raptor. Want to preserve it for next turn, Charging Monstrosaur, which, if all goes well, we might have everything. So Charging Monstrosaur next turn for 3, that would be fantastic. We would still be left with a single green to save somebody. Now we might have to use Tamiyo's this turn to save probably Marauding Raptor, I would imagine. Unfortunately, Dreadhorde Arcanist is out of range of Storm's Wrath at this point. Burning Hands. No. You know what? I don't really care that much. I'd rather have Marauding Raptor live. I hope. Okay, good stuff. It definitely felt safe still being able to go Charging Monstrosaur only with the Marauding Raptor. Lots of nasty damage for sure. Hopefully they play at least maybe another creature next turn. We're able to go Storm's Wrath. That would be quite nice. Oh, yes. If we can take out the Illuminator Virtuoso, then I like it. That's okay. Now the question is, Storm's Burning Hands, what does that do? So we don't have to worry about Burning Hands taking out Charging Monstrosaur. The increased damage is only on a permanent that's green. Charging Monstrosaur, yeah. So Burning Hands would only ever deal 2 damage. But I do want to take out that Illuminator Virtuoso though. Yep, we're going to risk it. And hope they don't have something that can deal damage to Charging Monstrosaur. Interesting. Well, they had to have something. Well, a mountain it is. We have plenty of them in hand. That will do it. Ouch. Ouch, that is painful stuff. Very good showing from this deck. Boros aggro, I guess you could call it. I think that's the second time we faced it now, or at least something with the Illuminator Virtuoso. Just making it big, making it nasty, striking twice. Yikes. Yeah, oh, definitely. If they didn't have that protection, I think we would have had a pretty good chance, for sure. But definitely, the sweep is going to be good. Hopefully, get a nice fast game coming up here. Go first. Ooh, oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, Charging Monstrosaur. Follow that with a Carnage Tyrant. Hopefully having some protection to keep Marauding Raptor alive. I might not go with that on turn 2. We'll see what we draw if that changes up our plan. Could be angels. Humans. Ooh, it's looking like it might be humans now. Well, let's get 2 Maraudings. That'd be pretty sweet if both of them survived. Oh, oh boy, oh boy. This could be good. Something reanimation related? Perhaps? Abzan Greasefang, I think. Something Greasefang related. Certainly seems to be the case. Alright, well, Carnage Tyrant it is. Bam. Just gonna keep swinging. Stitcher Supplier certainly I think is... Oh, okay, it is Greasefang. Alright. Oh boy. There goes nothing. Even with Stitcher Supplier blocking, Parhelion 2 not going to kill us. Next turn. I think they'll probably slam Greasefang. Mulch. Okay. Just getting a lot of Parhelion 2s into the graveyard, it seems. I think even if they did get Greasefang, we might get him next turn. Yes, definitely. Different versions of... Whoa, got him. Okay. So Greasefang, you guys probably saw me face Esper, so blue, white, and black. Then there's this Abzan, so green, white, and black. Mardu, red, white, and black. Every combination, hey, no, that's all good. All good. I knew exactly what you meant. But every combination, I think, has to include white and black for Greasefang to cheat out Parhelion 2 or any other big vehicle. they kind of just splash in, you know, that extra third color for various ways to support their game plan. Something like Mulch from green, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. All land cards, I should say. So just kind of stuff that puts more things into the graveyard. Grizzly Salvage does that as well. Nothing too crazy. All right. We don't have any graveyard hate, unfortunately, but we do have the Ripjaw Raptor and Storm's Wrath. So Storm's Wrath, again, dealing 4 damage. One of my favorite things with the Parhelion 2. When it attacks, making 2 angel tokens, both being 4/4. I want Storm's Wrath dealing 4 damage. That can nicely take these out and basically make the board completely open. Usually Storm's Wrath, at least for me, is one of my favorite things to help keep things clear if we've survived an attack from Parhelion 2 and both of those angel tokens. Take out Shifting Ceratops. Nothing blue related in this variation. I would imagine there's a Parhelion one. I'd have to look at the lore for Ravnica and War of the Spark, but yeah, I think there would be. I'm actually going to drop Blossoming Defense. I think for the most part, they just focus on their own game plan. There's not a whole lot of targeted stuff that they're doing to us, so we may not need that hexproof. Yes, kind of like Jarvan. But yeah, I don't know. I'd never actually thought about that fact. If there's a Parhelion 2, got to be a Parhelion 1. Seems reasonable. Keep that. I mean, we at least get Charging Monstrosaur. It's a very slow hand, but I think there's a pretty good chance we get something that we could do before we get to turn 5. Oh, there is something. Alright, good old Ripjaw. We have 6 lands now, eventually getting to Carnage Tyrant. Nicely curving with Ripjaw, Charging Monstrosaur, Carnage Tyrant. Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, I think they are the moose in real life. I still haven't seen a moose. Living where I live, kind of up north or a little bit more northern in Canada, I have not seen a moose yet. It's gonna happen. Man, these things are big. Like Ripjaw. Hopefully he survives. Of course, any deck that has black likely has some fantastic removal to get rid of creatures, unfortunately. Ooh. Well, they can't go Greasefang this turn, at least. The ward for Graveyard Trespasser is just simply discarding a card. Oh, and Storm's Wrath. Hold on a second, folks. I think that's what I want to do. Maybe. No. We'll wait. Greasefang next turn. Although we could be dead. Yeah, I'm just going to go Storm's Wrath. Let's not mess around. Alright, at least we drew a card. Always got to look at the positives. But I think Greasefang is coming this turn. Greasefang. Greasy Rat. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Yes, it was very nice not having to discard. We're almost dead, unfortunately. So, that would have been maybe good to save Storm's Wrath. Play Charging Monstrosaur instead. Yeah. Well, we're not busting through that, unfortunately. Kind of rough not having Graveyard Hate. Potentially, I could see cutting Anger of the Gods, maybe making some space for Graveyard Hate, just so you know we're not caught out whenever we do face a deck that relies pretty heavily on the graveyard, like Greasefang does. Well, try and go as fast as possible. We got lots of haste with Carnage Tyrant, or, well, Regisaur Alpha giving haste to Carnage Tyrant, hopefully, and Charging Monstrosaur, the namesake of tonight. I was thinking anger, but nah, I just didn't want to make room. But this looks like a fantastic hand. I think we may not need Anger of the Gods here. Ooh. It's a little unfortunate sending that to the bottom. Nah, Ripjaw. Hopefully getting the hasty Ripjaw turn 3 after Huntmaster here. I think they may have Greasefang. Ooh, okay. Well, we're saying goodbye to Otepec Huntmaster, unfortunately. Not dead yet, though. Seven, 8. I'll keep Ripjaw back just in case, but yeah. Perhaps I should have taken the suggestion to bring in Anger.
I have come for vengeance and blood.
Storm's Wrath next turn. Would have been pretty good. We can't win through that, unfortunately. Shoot. Oh, very creature heavy. Certainly a lot more creature heavy than I'm used to. At least as per variation with blue, black, and white. Didn't have too many creatures, but that one, yeah, it did seem to have quite a few. And planeswalkers as well, so certainly Storm's Wrath hitting creatures and planeswalkers seems like probably would have made sense. Again, unfortunately, having to send a single copy to the bottom was a little bit painful, to say the least. Ooh, that's some good stuff. Should be good. Turn 1 Commune. Search for third land, definitely. Hasty Carnage Tyrant. Oh, a control, okay. Well, we got a lot of Huntmasters. That is quite surprising. Something you don't see very often. They're probably not too scared about dinos. You know, they, of course, have sweepers, some amount of sweepers. They don't gotta worry, but I think they could worry. They should worry. Even if Huntmaster gets answered, not too bad. Next turn we can go second Huntmaster, plus Marauding. portable hole, it does fantastic work, that's for sure. Alright, hopefully no sweeper. I don't think they would do it for simply a Huntmaster and a Marauding. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but well, you never know. I'm going to try for a second one, plus Carnage Tyrant. Oh, yes. Well, I didn't think they would counter it. Maybe saving a counter spell for something big later. Carnage Tyrant, of course, they can't counter, so this is pretty sweet. They're scared. They keep looking at that Carnage Tyrant. I don't think they like it. Oh, wrong button. You can't do anything to it. Watch out. Oh, okay. Good stuff. I like it. Very smart. That was good. That was good on them. I was kind of worried they might flash in something with the Shark Typhoon, a little creature. Wandering Emperor, certainly. Oof. That was sweet. Next turn, we'll likely grab something big and nasty with this Commune. I don't think they have a sweeper due to the fact they're making Samurai tokens. I think it's all but guaranteed they don't have a sweeper. Oh, yes, please. Let's go. Another one. I think I learned my lesson. I don't want to attack with the Carnage Tyrant. Although I could and potentially have lethal now that I think about it. Maybe, I don't know. Ooh, is that it? I think it could be. They'd have to take out one of the Marauding Raptors, the Samurai blocking the other one. Take the damage from Carnage Tyrant, dropping them to 2. Ooh, 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 ooh. I was a little bit worried. I was thinking maybe I shouldn't attack, but I had luckily done enough damage to him before. Man. That doesn't happen too often. You get so many Marauding Raptors, so many Huntmasters. I always love it. Just because it is so rare to get a scenario like that. And Carnage Tyrant, you can just drop him. Of course, temporarily sitting at 2 toughness. Yes, a very nice match indeed. But yeah, you can see how it's kind of scary when Carnage Tyrant is sitting at 2. You get some potentially rough interactions, but if they can take out Carnage Tyrant, that's just about the juiciest potential play. They're going to take that opportunity, something big and nasty, and letting the Marauding Raptors that have been buffed get through as well is still quite a bit of damage. Alright, we saw what it was. Tamiyo Safekeeping. Again, a very good suggestion against a deck like Azorius Control. They got lots of sweepers, so something that can give indestructible, like Tamiyo's. I like it. We'll cut Commune. I do like Commune grabbing stuff. Of course, we saw it do quite well that previous game, grabbing a second Carnage Tyrant, but saving things with Hexproof and indestructible. They got a lot of removal. Bad things are bound to happen. Potentially could bring in something like Storm's Wrath. They still do have a fair bit of little creatures. The Samurai tokens from the Wandering Emperor here. The Flying Sharks. But nah, still not quite enough to justify a sweeper, I think. Alright, now we'll just keep it as is. Just a bunch more protection instead of that increased consistency with Commune with Dinosaurs there. Oh no, that's not going to do it. It's kind of nice seeing us be able to potentially protect stuff. Lots of protection, but too much. Ooh, that's better. I do like the haste from charging. Ah, okay. I got to keep charging, or Carnage Tyrant, I should say. Oh boy. Topiary Stomper, that could be nice. Hopefully able to go Topiary Stomper plus Marauding Raptor on turn 3. Will be quite ideal. Could be a sensor here. Stopping Huntmaster. It's not. It's just okay. It must be a little shook after that previous game. No, we'll try for another. Maybe this gets answered. Something's getting answered. Well, hopefully Marauding sticks around. It would be nice to go Charging Monstrosaur next turn, if we do draw land, of course. We could sacrifice the clue to hopefully, maybe, get another land, but if we don't get another land, it would be very tough. I would not like that. Let's go Thunderherd. We'll reveal Topiary Stomper. Not threatening stuff. I don't think they would counter Thunderherd. Right, good stuff. Try an attack with Marauding. It might die. We'll see, but they only have 3, so they couldn't flash in one. Yeah, so it was going to die anyways, unfortunately. Happy it resolved, and we do get to protect it if it makes sense to do so, but probably save Tamiyos for Charging Monstrosaur, I would imagine. Yeah, if they go a sweeper next turn, definitely I'll just let that happen. Let's try for charging. Maybe. So we might be going through some nice damage with this guy. Oh shoot, geez, what are we gonna do?
I've learned much during
Exile.
my
Nah, not exile. Ooh. Still could be a sweeper. Hopefully not.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Interesting. Well, let's pop the clue. Let's play it safe. We'll not dump our best creature pretty much against this deck. We're up to 7 lands now, which is quite fantastic. We're able to attack and block with the Topiary Stompers. Very nice stuff. And do a bunch of damage. Hopefully no Settle the Wreckage. Ah, I jinxed myself. I always seem to do that. Getting a nice little bit of ramp, which is pretty cool. We still get left with Topiary, and we can protect it. And we can protect Carnage Tyrant next turn. We definitely have plenty of lands this game. They don't have a sweeper. I think pretty much they don't have a sweeper just because they're making that samurai token. Ooh, and the shark typhoon. Paulo, how's it going? I'm going pretty good. Hopefully you're going good as well. I've taken down Azorius Control the first game, so it would be pretty sweet if I took them down in 2 games. Doesn't happen often, but it's always nice when it happens. Not sure what they're thinking they can do. They're completely tapped out. Either take the 4 or don't. Huh. I think if they have a sweeper, they're going to go with that. It would be nice if they went to sweeper. Saving Carnage Tyrant, oh boy. That might do them in. Supreme Verdict. Oh, don't counter it. Ah, shoot. Well, that's what happens sometimes, unfortunately. We had to try for it, though. And we just draw some more lands. Well, hopefully we draw a creature next turn. Not a whole lot you can do in this situation. Well, we'll try for it. See if it survives, but I think there's a pretty low chance of that happening. Yeah, let's... we're not going to claw our way back from that, unfortunately, if we even do, or could potentially claw our way back. I'll leave it as is. I was still thinking of Storm's Wrath. Nice, taking out the Wandering Emperors, for sure. Nah, we'll leave it like that. And hope they don't have a counter spell for the Tamiyos. That's rough. But they have lots of counter spells, so there's always going to be a pretty high probability of something like that happening. Always got to at least try and protect the best stuff, though. Alright, something fast. Let's do it. Ooh, okay, I can work with that. Nothing to protect them, Blossoming Defense or Tamiyos, but we see Carnage, we see Marauding, and plenty of lands. Hopefully no portable pull for Marauding. If I did have protection, I definitely would wait at least a turn so I could keep Marauding alive through some sort of answer. Oh, and the shifting. Okay, good stuff. That's gonna come in handy. No portable hole. Ooh, hey, you know, if you had a way to get rid of artifacts, it would be pretty nice. They're protecting our creature. We would let a board wipe happen. Marauding Raptor wouldn't die, and then we'd take out that artifact, get it back. So actually, sometimes they are doing us a favor. It's very nice of them. Ether Gust. Maybe. Okay. Probably not a sweeper, I don't think. Well, we'll try for the Huntmaster. Might as well. We could potentially get hasty Carnage Tyrant next turn. We still have lots of stuff left to keep Shifting Ceratops alive. I think that's going to maybe get answered by somebody. Wandering Emperor. They're thinking about it. My bet is the Wandering Emperor. Oh, okay. Well, let's protect it. Okay, here goes nothing. Again, hoping no Settle the Wreckage. Oh, I jinxed myself. It would be nice to have something that could possibly bounce our own creatures, get them off of the battlefield. They'd kind of dodge, settle the wreckage that way, and if it would kind of get them back on. But this is not so good. Shifting Ceratops would be pretty sweet. Anything, really. Tamiyo's being able to protect it quite nicely. Thunderherd, well, we'll get a land from the library, thin it out a little bit. We got a body. Maybe. We do not. Well, okay, let's hold out hope. Carnage Tyrant, Shifting Ceratops, one of those good guys. Hopefully Carnage Tyrant, though.
Time for a break.
That is not a creature. We still got a slight potential, maybe with Carnage Tyrant, for sure. We'll wait maybe another turn or two just to see potentially if we get something nice, but it's going to be very slim chance, that's for sure, at this point. Hey, it's something. It's something. I think we're definitely keeping Marauding Raptor alive. We got Blossoming, we got Tamiyo's. He's not kicking the can, that's for sure. I do want to watch out for Teferi. Hopefully they don't get to ultimate. Oh, the more portable holes. Ouch. That is tough. They probably have something to deal with Tamiyos, or just more instant speed removal. Might as well blow everything on protecting it. Yeah, that's well, that's how she goes. Sometimes, definitely against Azori's control. Always going to be a rough one, a coin toss, but the win we did get was extra sweet against that deck. Absolutely. A little bit more misses than hits tonight, but that's going to happen, guaranteed to happen, especially, I mean, I've been playing this deck for 4 years now, something like that. There's going to be highs and lows, some high highs, some low lows, the wide spectrum. You're going to see it all, and I've certainly seen it all, but it will not stop me playing dinos, that's for sure. This looks pretty good though. Huntmaster, Topiary Stomper, nice, hopefully smooth curve. Humans, celestial humans perhaps. At least we went first. That's tough. Shifting would be nice. Topiary. Yeah, let's go Topiary. Get to that fourth land on potential of Regisaur or Charging Monstrosaur. Yeah, that's good stuff. But a sweeper. What seems to be humans. Abzan humans. Green, white, and black. Throne's Wrath, Anchor of the Gods. Those are both coming in against this deck. Absolutely. Oh, lands. You gotta love it. We can't do a combination of anything. At the most, we would be left with one, so might as well try for Commune, see what it gets us. Ooh, we got some nice stuff. Carnage Tyrant it is. Let's go. I'm just going to be as aggressive as possible. A humans list usually doesn't have a whole lot of interaction spell-wise. Basically, they go all in on the best, the most humans they possibly can. Thalia, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. We're all creatures. Basically, Thunderherd Migration is costing 1 more, but I wasn't going to be playing Thunderherd Migration this turn anyways. I may have played it if I was going to get to 7 lands, but currently I'm only at 5, so couldn't attack with Topiary Stomper anyways. I could see him combining a bunch to block and take out Carnage Tyrant actually, which I'm not upset about. Taking out a bunch of stuff. We're taking out 2 Impassioned Orators, which is going to slow down their life gain. Nice. We got Charging, we got Shifting. Again, I wouldn't expect them to have a sweeper, so I think we're in a pretty good position. Collected Company, any sort of deck that has a lot of cheap creatures can potentially make green work. Just splash it for green. They're probably going to go with Collected Company. Ooh, the blossoming. Alright, Thunderherd for 2, Shifting Ceratops. Let's go Charging Monstrosaur, just so we have 1 green left for Blossoming Defense. Taking out somebody. If we have to use Blossoming Defense to save someone. Oh shoot, I guess I could have won there. Oh, Not on my game, my goodness. Exactly lethal that would have been. But I think we still got him. Even though I missed that. Math is hard. Dead. Bam. There we go. Oh, okay. Well, we know what we're bringing in. Sweepers. Ripjaw Raptor. They're a creature deck. We're bringing in sweepers. Those 2 points, absolutely. Ripjaw's where it's at. And Shifting Ceratops again. Does die to Storm's Wrath. But we still got to make room for other stuff. I could see cutting Topiary Stomper. I mean, Blossoming Defense, possibly cut that. They do have a bunch of Brutal Cathars that can exile some of our creatures temporarily, so it is nice to protect them if they do get Brutal Cathars, but if we can kill the Brutal Cathar anyways with a sweeper, we would get those creatures back, so I think we won't bother with 3 Blossoming Defenses. Alright, it's go time. Yeah, I'm not worried if the Brutal Cathar gets stuff. Sometimes it could be a weak creature that they exile and something that would have died to the sweeper. So again, in that way, they are saving our own creatures, being very, very nice, very kind of them. Can't go turn 1 Commune, unfortunately, but we are going to go Thunderherd Migration turn 2 anyways. Ooh, maybe not. Nah, still Thunderherd. We don't have a play off of Marauding Raptor on turn 2 here. Could go Thunderherd plus Marauding. Might be nice. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just keep super ramping next turn. Got a lot of lands. We got some cost reduction. Charging Monstrosaur, Regisaur Alpha. Nice stuff. We'll start off with Commune, see if that gets us maybe a second Marauding Raptor. But hopefully we get a sweeper soon. Ooh, stuff's getting big. Ouch. Yeah, I like Ripjaw, now that I think about it. Hopefully helping us to get a sweeper at some point. Or get a sweeper a little bit easier. I think I definitely block the Impassioned Orator next turn if they decide to swing with it. I think they probably will. Block the Ripjaw. Might get a sweeper. Brutal Cat. That is, well, certainly brutal, unfortunately. So we definitely need a sweeper next turn. If we don't get one, that might be it, unfortunately. Oh, we got it. Okay, well, we'll attack with Marauding. At least. I can go Charging. No, that's got to be Storm's Wrath to have any chance. The Impassioned Orator, though, is just absolutely going to be a headache. Regisaur Alpha though. Huntmaster. Oh, I like that. Yes. Okay, so Huntmaster plus Regisaur Alpha. So now we have enough bodies, enough total power. We could combine and block to take out that Impassioned Orator. No, not attacking. Collected company, huh? Had to happen at some point. It was all but certain. Definitely taking out the Orator though. Excuse me. Ouch. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, that will do it. Certainly. Nuts. Well, we saw a lot of targeted interaction and removal. Something I really did not expect. March of Otherworldly Lights. Very fantastic and versatile. I could see maybe bringing in some of these. Maybe not so much anger. Let's cut down the anger. Bring in the Blossoming Defense. Lean on Storm's Wrath, being 1 point of damage more. Yeah, I can make that work. We got Thunderherd at the very least, getting us to that turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor here. Hopefully no Brutal Cathar. Okay, phew. I was worried. Storm's Wrath next turn would be very nice. The wolf, werewolf pack leader, actually is a human werewolf, so it fits the theme of the human deck. It benefits from all human things. I did assume at one point that, yeah, it was just a werewolf or a wolf, and yeah. Let's go Storm's Wrath. Oh, that's not Storm's Wrath. Ooh, we're sending one to the bottom, unfortunately. But it's got to be Regisaur Alpha. We got to land, we're able to play it. Down to 2. Oh. We might be able to do something with Regisaur Alpha here, but it could be bad if they get Brutal Cathar. A 2 mana for a 3/3, absolutely, it is a fantastic stuff for sure. It's a very good card. Oh, another charging. That might help do things here. Maybe. Now or never, pretty much. Get him. We got him. Yes, trample for the win. Sneaky trample. That is where it is at, friends. Phew. Just slam the guy's attack, make them worried. They see all these bodies, and then they forget that small line. The token saves the day. Oh, yes, I was worried. I mean, I had to attack playing safe. They likely would have played more creatures next turn anyways. Seeing the top deck Charging Monstrosaur, that's where it's at. Any dino would have had haste for Regisaur Alpha, but again, the fact that it's something that has trample. And Yadaro, if we had top deck Yadaro, of course, we're still only at 6, so we wouldn't have been able to play the fantastic dinosaur turtle. But that was good. That was very good stuff. Alright, what time are we at? I think I'll leave it there for tonight. I want to get working on the thumbnail for tomorrow night, and hopefully, possibly tomorrow night, I will be doing the demolition dino stream, breaking up some concrete on my driveway here. But I'll just do a little bit of a stream showing that happen, behind the scenes where the magic happens. It's going to be fun. Hopefully it's not too hot tomorrow, but if I can get the setup right, I'll maybe do that. Going to be pretty exciting. I do want to check the store though. I got some new cosmetics I think we have to take a peek at, specifically this forest. I'm eyeing this up. I'm thinking about it. I just love that art. Doesn't feature a dino, and of course we have the forest dino art from the original Jumpstart, which you can't normally get anymore. So it's pretty hard to top that forest, but this forest is absolutely enticing me. I'm gonna be thinking about that. But yeah, a bunch of stuff. I was just randomly gaining gold, so I happen to have enough to get the set of these basic lands. It's tempting. It's tempting. Yes, you do get all of these sleeves. I'm pretty sure these are sleeves. Yeah. Don't know why there's only 4 sleeves here, though. You would assume there'd be one for each color. They've got green, white, red, blue. Maybe that's Golgari, Azorius, Rakdos, and Demir. That's all I can think of, but you would expect a game with 5 colors would probably have 5 different sleeves. But yes, you buy this bundle, you would get all these. This one actually looks pretty sweet. Green being my favorite color, and it might be hard to see, but they're kind of animated. Nissa here, the planeswalker that's featured, her cape is kind of glowing. That's pretty cool. The sticker bundle. I have my own dinosaur emote, so I don't really need the stickers there, but that is a lot. My goodness. If you like stickers, that's probably a pretty good deal. You get, man, quite a bit. The Guildmaster collection, lots of sleeves. I don't really like changing sleeves too much, so it's not exactly enticing, but these sleeves are pretty cool though. I don't know. I think if anything, it would be this basic land forest bundle. I'll think about it. They're probably in the store for quite some time, I would imagine. It's not just a one-day deal. It might be in for a month, 2 months, potentially. But I would say at least a month. So if you want to save up gold, we probably have time, at least for one of these bundles, I would think. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Heaven, I enjoyed. Draco, Paulo, everybody else watching right now or later on. Yeah, I had a good one. See you guys tomorrow night, hopefully. The weekend, gonna do some more fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe. Remember, there is always room for improvement. Yes, thanks again for watching. Have a good one, a good morning, a good evening, good afternoon. See you next time. Peace.